Hello, my name is Joko and welcome to our channel where we talk about all things trucking and give interesting tips and tricks for drivers just like yourself. In today's video, we'll talk about this beautiful 2020 579 Ultra Loft model from Peterbilt. So let's jump right into it. First of all, I'd like to thank our friends here at JX Truck Center in Bolingbrook, Illinois for lending us one of their trucks so we can do a review of it. I'll put a link to their website down in the description below if you want to check it out. Secondly, if you want to support this channel, I'll put a link down to our merch where you can find awesome designs just like the one that I'm wearing right now. So I'll just put a link down in the description if you want to check it out as well. Now let's jump right into the video. Looking at the front of this vehicle, we may not notice a lot of difference from previous models, but we can definitely notice a few differences from the newer models. But anyway, you also notice that this unit does not have a second hood mirror. This is because this is probably a used unit that they have here at Truck Center, and whoever was driving it decided not to put a hood mirror on this side. They do have, however, a hood mirror on the other side to check their blind spot. This unit actually has a deflector mounted on the hood, and I personally have never driven a truck that had a hood deflector, but I've heard that people say that these deflectors actually help with minimizing the amount of bugs and flies that get on the windshield when you're driving down the road. Let me know down in the comments if that is true or if you have any experiences with these deflectors. To continue, we have a wide, big grille with the Peterbilt logo emblem here in the front. Moving down, we do have a steel bumper. This right here is a forward collision sensor, and we have LED headlights. Moving on to the driver's side of the vehicle, we can see that there's been a few minor aerodynamic improvements from previous models, but not that many, to be honest. Like I said, we don't have any chromed out elements. So let's start from the top. There's a window up there for the second bunk bed. This, after all, is the Ultra Loft model, which is the biggest model that Peterbilt offers with a double bunk bed. We have an access door here from the side, pretty much just like any other Peterbilt, where you can access the sleeper and you can access the bottom here underneath the bed bunk. Now, some drivers don't like that this door actually opens up and gives access to the sleeper as well. Some drivers do like it. I find it convenient because you can, load your groceries, your food whenever you're getting ready for the road, but it's a personal preference. The mirror is mounted on the door so that whenever you open the door, the mirror moves with it. Whereas we've seen on the brand new model, the mirror is mounted on the side column here of the cabin so that when you open the door, the mirror stays stationary. Unlike the brand new model, like we've seen in one of our previous videos, where you can open up the side panels, the older units do not have that. Now, the battery access door is right here, which gives you access to the batteries. You just close it like that, and you can even lock it if you want, if you're afraid that somebody might steal your batteries. Here you have your DEF access. Here you have your fuel access, although it does look a little bit tight, for when you're fueling up. It does have the extended wind deflectors here with the rubberized deflectors in the back. And as we can see, this unit is fairly nice and clean. Coming to the back of this truck, we don't see any major upgrades from previous models. Like I said before, you have your standard connection hoses back here and electrical wires. Up there, you have an antenna. Up here you have load and lock system, which actually keeps your load bars in place so they don't shift. We have access here to both fuel tanks, and I believe this unit has 100-gallon fuel tanks on each side, which makes it 200 gallons in total. We have drum brakes in the back, disc brakes in the front, LED tail lights, and I did talk about these in our other video about Peterbilt. These serve the purpose to depressurize the cabin whenever you close the doors, due to the fact that Peterbilt's cabins are very well insulated, so that whenever you close the doors, these serve so that your ears don't pop and to depressurize the cabin, and they may also serve as vents for the cabin. To continue, we have regular work lights. They're not LED lights here in the back. Now let's jump to this side. On this side, there's not much different from compared to the driver's side. Starting from the top again, we have a window. The main difference is that you don't have a main access door like we have on the driver's side, but you do have a smaller door, which you can access just the underside of the bed, and you access that with your key. Simply put your key, open up the door, and again, This goes all the way through so that you can store anything from both sides and have access to it from both sides. And you close it by just pushing the door. One major thing that you might have noticed on this truck is this system right here. This is a Bendix blind spotter system, which once we jump inside, we'll see how it's connected and how it works. And this helps you identify vehicles that are in your blind spot, you know, in addition to the side hood mirror. Now let's pop the hood and see what's underneath there. To open up the hood, all you do is you unlatch the latches from the side here, from this side and from the driver's side, and you gently grab it from the front and ease it in just like that. On this model, as we can see, our coolant reservoir is by the front here by the radiator, unlike the brand new model where they moved it towards the back. So you can have access here, which in my opinion is easier access actually, and visibility is much better. And also another difference between this model and the brand new model is that on this model, on the 2020 model, the windshield washer fluid is on the driver's side, whereas on the brand new model, they put the windshield washer fluid reservoir on the passenger side right here for easier access. So they just switched the places around. Let's go to the other side. And just like I said, driver's side, you have easy access to the windshield washer fluid. This unit carries a PACCAR MX-13 engine with a 455 horsepower and a automatic transmission. Now let's jump inside and look at the interior, but first let's close up the hood. Hey, real quick, 99% of you are not subscribed, so I'll just ask you to hit that like and subscribe button below if you like these types of videos and enjoy our content. Now back to the video. All right, now we are inside the 2020 Peterbilt 579 Ultra Loft model, and one thing you can notice immediately, we have analog gauges compared to the brand new model where, you know, it has a completely digital dashboard. This is, after all, Peterbilt's biggest cabin available. This is the 579 Ultra Loft. As you can see, it has a top bunk, bottom bunk. But let's start with the passenger side. Seats are fairly comfortable. We have nice fabric seats, nice and comfy. We do have electronic locking of the doors, electronic window control. We are missing the work table that is here on the brand new model, but we do have a glove compartment in this model here as well. All of this is a plastic panel. We have all our knobs here for, you know, for easy access. Whenever you're driving, you can reach to any of the knobs. Up here we have the dashboard. Unlike the brand new model, it's an analog dashboard with some controls also on the steering wheel, although there are more controls on the brand new unit compared to this one. But some drivers prefer analog gauges compared to digital gauges because digital gauges may go out. These may go out too, but it's less of a pain to fix, I guess. On this side of the driver's side, we have again electronic locking, electronic window control, side mirror control. Now we're moving up. We have lights here for the driver, reading light as well. These are LED lights. We have some storage compartment up here. We have storage up here. We have storage up here. This unit comes with a CB radio. As the driver before was using it. Storage with, you know, make sure that nothing falls out here. And we also have lights on this side as well. Now, you may have noticed this here. This device is the Bendix blind spot sensor. So every time you have a car in the blind spot in the area where I showed you from the outside, this will actually light up yellow, red, green. I'm not really sure. I've never used it, but from what I can assume, this is how it works. And then it may give a sound every time you try to, I guess, merge onto the lane where there is a vehicle in your blind spot. It will probably give you a sound warning. But if you have experience with these systems, please let me know. Up here, this is either a GPS system or a forward collision mitigation device again. But that pretty much concludes the front dashboard. So now let's talk about the back. Here in the back, we can see there's plenty of storage for, either solo drivers or even team drivers. So we've got storage on the tops here for the top bunk. We've got a place here for a microwave with a 12-volt outlet. We also have climate control here in the back on the lower bunk. The S part is for climate control, only for heating, not for cooling. We have access here to some more storage, and these again push open, you don't want to close. Cup holders. This area could be used as a eating table. Now this unit is missing the pull-out table that usually comes with units, but it has, instead of that, some additional storage units down here. It has a refrigerator down here with some more storage up here, so you can also hang your clothes, and like I said, storage up there. On this side, you also have access to the outside, and you can open, lock, unlock from the inside as well. And the windows, both small and big windows, they open up as well. You just twist this knob and it opens up like that. You also have some outlets back here with a light as well. And if you want to have access to the top bunk, all you do is you pull this will come down. This here is your ladder, so you can climb up, clicks into place, and now you're good to climb up. Up here you have windows on both sides, and again they open up by just simply twisting and turning these knobs. You also have a reading light up here, LED reading light. Like I said, there's a cup holder here with some more storage, and you also have a 12-volt outlet up here if you want, if the second driver or if you want to charge your devices. Let's go back down. All right, now if you are driving by yourself and you want to keep the top bunk, up, all you do is push the ladder up and push this up until you hear a click, and you're good to go. How do you have access to the storage underneath the bed bunk? Simple, you just pull the lever, and now you have access to the bottom here in case you have stored anything. Close it, you just push on this. And also, bonus, there's also some additional storage down here for, if you want to put some things down there. All right, and we're almost at the end of our video. Again, thank you for watching this far. If you want to support this channel, I'll put a link down to our merch where you can find interesting trucking related t-shirts. Thank you to our friends here at JX Truck Center for lending us one of their equipment. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that share, subscribe button down below, ring the notification bell if you don't want to miss any future videos of us doing any reviews of trucks. We have a few truck models lined up, so if you don't want to miss any of that, make sure that you hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in our next one.